All right, Fusion fam, what's up?
What's going on?
We are back again at Bachira for some more fun, and we got some special guests. Please introduce yourselves to the people.
What's up, guys? My name is Drew Breedlove. I'm the voice of Meguru Bachira on Bluelock, Mitsuki Kiryu on Windbreaker, and Oliver Horn in Reign of the Seven Spellblades.
Kaka! I'm Matthew Elkins, aka Matty Ice. I am the voice of Zantetsu in the Bluelock movie, episode Nagi. It's out in theaters right now. Please go check it out. I also play poker in One Piece, Satoru in Natsume's Book of Friends, and many more.
Okay, man.
Yeah. Oh,
Man, you guys know apparently everything, okay? And if you guys don't know who we are, I'm Chad.
And I'm Jeremy.
And together, this podcast, this tag team, this collective, we are Fusion-Haa! Okay. Yeah, we're a little high.
A little so-so.
Yeah.
We got done by that one interview we had.
I don't know what happened.
I gotta edit that.
There's not enough edits in the world for that, bro. So first off, thank you guys so much for doing this with us.
Yeah.
Truly appreciate it. So if you could, like, and it doesn't matter in any particular order, tell us what got you into voice acting.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, one thing I love is all the perks you have. Like, for one, everyone that's a voice actor has their own personal masseuse.
Yeah, it's
For
an
a matter of-
unspoken rule.
Yeah.
It's really, really
And,
cool.
and they kind of just follow you around. For a matter of fact, where's my massage?
So this is the perk of being a voice actor, apparently.
So,
Wow. He just kind of goes everywhere I go. He's a licensed, and they're always licensed massage therapists.
yes.
They're not just randos. It's like, he has a license in his pocket.
Ain't not just some random. That's John. John's a badass massage therapist.
Yeah.
So the question was,
Oh, yeah. Now, what was the question?
Oh my gosh. So the question was, what led you into getting into voice acting? What?
Okay, so, all right, I'm going to throw it out there. I've told the story a million times, but, I always wanted to be an actor. I enjoy performing. It's what I love doing, right?
Yeah.
But it was also my second dream. My first dream was I was going to play pro baseball.
Oh, okay.
And I was playing college baseball. I got my theater degree. I graduated, and so this really funny thing happened. Like, the big leagues didn't offer to pay me $1 million, which was really frustrating because they did draft my brother. He was drafted by the Rangers, and so I was like,
oh wow,
where's my draft? So I was living on my mom's couch, very depressed, and she told me, like, hey, I heard about this place called Medieval Times. Maybe you should go work there. You can, put your love for performance and your love for athletics together. I didn't want to do it because I was too depressed. She said, you live on my couch, you better do it. So I went out. So I went and I did that, and I learned how to do equestrian stunt work. And I was doing equestrian stunts for a TV show.
Elaborate. What is that?
Okay, so an equine is a horse, right?
Of course, right.
So a horse. So I learned how to do stunts on top of a horse.
Yeah.
So whether that's falling off of the horse, jumping on the horse, horseback sword fights, jousting, things like that. So I went to a TV show and I was doing contract stunt work for them. And from there I met a fellow actor, and me and him and his wife, we went out for dinner, and she was like, oh man, I like your voice. Would you like to audition for my show? And I was kind of like, what kind of show? Like, what is this, a live action, like an action flick? What are we talking here? And she's like, no, it's anime. And I was like, from a very country family. So I was like a cartoon? And she's like, oh, sweetie, you don't understand the phenomenon that is. So I auditioned and I didn't get that show, but a few months later, she did book me for something else.
Okay.
And that just started my journey. So that kind of catapulted me, and I've just been kind of connecting dots. So when God closes one door, opens another.
Word.
Facts.
Apparently, you need a massage therapist for the equestrian work.
I'm telling you, man, that's what happened. I did a horse fall the other day. My foot got caught in the comparison. I belly flopped some concrete and just rammed my shoulder in the ground. I immediately got up. I was like, did anybody see that? Nope. I'm good. I did the rest of the show and I was fine.
Okay.
But I had all that adrenaline pumping through my
Oh,
body.
yeah.
But as I was driving home, I was like, everything's fine. No, I feel like I got hit by a truck. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's what's been going on with me lately.
Okay.
Now, 3 hours later, I guess somebody else can talk. I'm sorry.
What's up, Drew?
What's up? Hey, guys.
A little bit.
No, I'm used to Matt's rambling. We've
known
been
each other a
friends
while.
for like 6 years. I actually used to squire at Medieval Times.
Oh, okay.
So,
Wow,
so we
okay.
both met at Medieval Times, and it was, dude, that job was awesome. So it was really, really cool.
What did you do there?
When I squired, we were both down in the sand. If you ever go to Medieval Times, they have this huge arena in the center. So I was down in the sand with all the knights and the horses and stuff. And
Drew was great.
And it was, I was the best. But, not just great, but no, it was really cool. So we would hand off like weapons, and a lot of times, sometimes we carried the knights off and stuff.
Carry on.
But it was great. It was a good time. But I actually, so voiceover was something I'd always thought about, right?
Okay.
But before I was doing voiceover, I actually was doing on camera professionally, and I was actually doing theater and improv professionally beforehand.
Okay.
And so I have an agent for my on camera, so I did commercials. I've done a Hallmark movie. I've done stuff like that. And it's funny. I fell into voiceover because my old church was doing a musical. Right there. And 2 days before opening, one of the cast members got sick, and they asked me to sub in for it. Well, it turns out the director of that musical was actually friends with the upcoming director at Funimation at the time.
Ah, okay.
And he came and saw the play, and he asked a couple of us to audition. And so the first time I'd actually ever done voiceover was actually physically at Funimation. They had to call me in early just to kind of coach me through how things worked. And so I've been voice acting for about 8 years now.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so I've been worked
Here's
on
the man, dude. He's been around. He knows what.
yeah, but no, it's fun. I enjoy it. And,
That's dope, man. So, you love it? You like it? You want more of it?
oh, it's great.
Free
It's
massages.
yeah, free massages.
So Funimation hands out free massages, apparently.
yeah.
Don't worry.
We don't say that.
No.
They stay on the Funimation. Hey, whoa, what you doing, my man?
No, I really enjoy what I do. It's really cool because I started out in Walla, which is basically a fancy term for extra work in voiceover, right?
Okay.
And so my first actual major role was actually Bachira in Blue Lock.
Oh, okay.
And so
You score like that?
yeah.
Wait, hold on. So
Crazy.
wait. Time's out. So your first major role was that?
Was Bachira, yeah.
Wow, man. So the phenomenon of Blue Lock.
Yeah.
Like, I can't play soccer. I hate getting kicked in the shin. I got kicked in the shin one time. I was doing like MMA training. My trainer kicked the skin off my shin.
Oh.
That was it for me. It was a round. So soccer, like, I couldn't do it. But Blue Lock is amazing. Like, it is, like, in my opinion, the best sports anime that's out. Like,
It's very good.
it
There's
is,
something
yeah.
special about it. It has like a psychological thriller with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask, what do you guys think that makes it so special?
I think the fact that and I grew up on like Prince of Tennis and a lot of the older
Okay.
sports animes too, and a lot of them are slice of life, and they I had someone explain it to me, and it's very true. So like a lot of other sports anime highlights the positives of sports, right? So like the sportsmanship, the teamwork, the friendship, right, stuff like that. But Blue Lock actually highlights the negatives, right? So no one wants to
Yeah.
talk about how secretly they want all eyes on them.
Yeah,
No one
exactly.
talks about that,
Yeah,
right?
no.
But everyone, in the back of their mind, they want that, right? And I think that's what really makes it special. On top of that, the guy that wrote Blue Lock, he actually used to draw for Attack on Titan, and
okay.
so that's why you actually in Blue Lock you have some like almost horror-esque, very intense frames, right?
Yeah.
I think it's so great
Yeah.
for sports because it really, for a guy that did play sports, on a highly competitive level, it shows that amount of anxiety that goes with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Everyone
do.
likes to get their peanuts and their Cracker Jacks, but I'm telling you, those guys on the field, they're stressed the F out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can see it on everyone's face in
Yeah.
that anime.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's the eyes too. The eyes are really cool.
Yeah. Oh,
big roll.
yeah.
Yes, it's really, really cool.
Because it's almost like Squid Games in the anime.
It is.
I see that all the time, bro.
Soccer meets Squid Games.
Soccer plus Squid Games.
Because I remember I was just sitting there watching it because I was like, okay, man, I'm going to just check it out, see what it's about. And I'm like, the first episode, I'm like, yo, there's something here. I don't know what it is, but I like it. And I just keep watching it and watching it. And I remember I was telling you, I'm like, Blue Lock, you gotta watch it.
Early one morning, I'm turning it on and I'm going, okay, there's something here. Hold on.
Yeah.
And before you know, I'm like 5 episodes, 10 episodes. I'm like, what the fuck? God damn.
It goes really fast, and Blue Lock's really good about like every episode has a cliffhanger, and they just feels like constant, like you're just going through them so quick. But they're just standard 23-minute episodes.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So, do you guys see any of yourself in any of the characters that you play?
100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry to cut in there, but I know where you're going with this, and I'm telling you.
Oh man, go for it, bro.
This your.
I'm surprised you even got the coherence to. You look like you're in the zen zone
He is
right now.
massaging me into a coma, bro.
Oh, that means he's doing good.
Nice though.
So like Zantetsu, like I don't know if I plugged this yet or not, but the movie is in theaters right now, right? So the Blue Lock movie episode Nagi is in theaters, all over North America, Japan. We just released in the UK. So please, everybody go see it. But
support.
Yes.
Yep. Zantetsu, he was always in season 1 and in the movie, but he's kind of comedic relief, right? You know, he's kind of like the dumb guy, right? You know, very stupid. They call him Stupid Specs. Well, when I got cast as the character, one thing I really wanted to bring to light was this idea that like he wears fake glasses, right? And one of his big jokes is that he's always like saying big words to sound smart, and he always uses the wrong words. And what that character represents for me though is though he's like haha, funny, because he's one of the top 3, characters in the movie, it flushes out this idea that he doesn't want to be an idiot. He just is an idiot, but he's gonna do the best he can, which represents the human spirit to me. It's like none of us are perfect. I mean, maybe you're perfect, but I'd be willing to call bullshit. But I don't think you're perfect. I don't think you're perfect. He's perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, right? But we all do the best that we can.
Yes, sir.
And that's Zantetsu. Like there's a line in there where he says, "I might be an idiot, but I'm gonna be the best idiot in the world." And it's so funny. But the reason that line's funny is because I think we can all relate to that. Whatever your flaw is, you're like, I'm still gonna be the best I can. I still have this desire to be the best that I can. So that's what I see. I resonate with that so hard.
I like that.
What about you?
Yeah, what about you?
Well, I relate to Bachira. I see a monster. He's sitting right there. His name's Jim. I'm surprised we haven't included him.
Hey, we got Oreos back there, Jen.
There you go. No, but you know what? I view Bachira. And I was talking to Rico, who plays Isagi. I was talking to him about this, and we were kind of talking about how he's kind of like, ooh, nice.
Hey, it's
so nice. Okay.
No, nobody's seeing it. That's the monster. Bro.
It's the monster. Oh, so speaking of Jim, but no. So Bachira, he's very he really does work you out into a coma.
Dude,
you're
good,
man. You're good.
I hope you buckled your seatbelt, dude.
I know, it's great. But what's really cool about Bachira is he's in this very seemingly toxic environment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you have all these guys that are just trying to, slit each other's throats. They're trying to be the best. But at the end of the day, he's naturally the best because he's just there to have a good time, right? But what's very interesting, spoiler by the way, towards the end of season 1, he starts comparing himself to like Rin and Isagi, and so he starts to fall behind, right? And then finally, when he's like, you know what, screw the monster, screw Rin and Isagi, like I'm just gonna do it because I enjoy soccer and whatever. He just creams the other team, right, by himself, right? Yeah. And I think it's very symbolic in that like no matter what you do, you should do it because you enjoy it, not because like someone else is better than you or you want to be better than somebody else. And that's why I think Bachira really symbolizes like how we all should be if we do something. You know what I mean? So it's really cool. That's how I personally connect with him, anyways.
Okay.
So when you go to these cons, how much love do y'all get because of Blue Lock?
Not this much love. Holy crap! Like, I may have to bring this masseuse to every. I mean, we do it anyways.
do. I mean,
but
you just have to
it comes with being a voice actor, right? But
Part of the territory.
I will say what's really cool. So I started doing cons last year, right? Last year was my first year actually doing cons, and I started with like Blue Lock, like day one, episode 1, right? And so it went from like trying to pitch Blue Lock, trying to get people to like check it out, and all this other stuff, to like being like. Now people know what Blue Lock is. People like a lot of people have it on their list, and it's blown up so huge, right? And it's really cool watching that grow. And what's funny is I was actually talking to a few of the cast members of My Hero from season 1, and they said they went through something very similar. Whereas like season 1 of My Hero, they were like, "Hey, I'm in this show called My Hero. You should check it out." And everyone was like, maybe I will. And then season 2 popped off, and then My Hero's now what My Hero is, right? Yeah. And I think Blue Lock will be a very similar path, and it's really cool watching it grow like it has. Right, it's really cool, and we only have 1 season out, and then now a movie. But like, it's
in
crazy.
theaters. Everyone should go see it.
Yeah, it is in
Blue
theaters.
Lock,
Go watch it.
It's supposed to be in theaters till Thursday.
I may go watch that tomorrow. I'm there.
And after you see it, be sure and follow us.
Oh, man.
Drew Breedlove, Matthew Elkins _6.
Yeah, what about you, Matt? Like, did you receive a lot of love in these cons and everything just because of Blue Lock?
Well, when the first season came out, not so much, right? And I think it's because Zantetsu was kind of, he was only in like 4 episodes, I think. Yeah. And he predominant character. He had some significant lines. Like I said, I think people really related to him, and people loved him. But he didn't have the fan base that Bachira had. But now that the movie's released and he kind of moves out of the back seat and into the front seat and gets to have some real time, I'm getting tons of love, man. And it's really awesome. My Zantetsu print, it sells like hotcakes. They love it, man. They love it.
Well, the fans specifically, there's a line, and I didn't know this. I haven't seen Jujutsu Kaisen, right? But apparently there's a line you say that's a reference to Jujutsu Kaisen, and you didn't even know that, right?
I didn't even know.
Man, what is it?
So it's like, I think...
Throughout heaven and earth or something?
So I don't know the actual quote, right? I just know that mine is like, throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the ahead one. And the actual quote is like...
all throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one.
Yes, and it's funny because in the movie they even call him out. They're like, I think you mean the honored one.
That's
and he's like...
hilarious.
You gotta see it.
That's funny. Oh, I can't wait to watch that now.
Oh,
it's awesome. Really cool.
Oh man, so speaking of like Jujutsu Kaisen and other like shows, you guys watch any other type of anime other than your own? Or?
Oh heck yeah, man. So like I said, I grew up in a very country western family. I didn't watch it before that. I mean, I'd seen some of them Pokemons.
Some of the Pokemans.
The Pokemans and the Yagyo or whatever. But now that I've been introduced to the world, I got my first few for free, and now I'm hooked.
You like this anime game.
I'm hooked. So one thing I love to do though is actually watch anything my friends are in, anything Drew is in.
Oh, okay.
That's a dope way to do it.
Yeah, I've got some other good friends. Anything they're doing, Jade Saxton, Monet Lerner, Rico, Bryson Bogus, Alex Hom, list goes on. If they're in something, they turn me on to it. Yeah. I usually watch the first episode, whatever they're in, and then I'm hooked. So.
Okay. What about you, Drew?
So I was a weeb from day one. I started out with all the Studio Ghibli stuff, right? And then I used to watch back when Funimation had their own cable network. So I would watch everything like 22 and all. So
you have been in the
I'm old school, man. I'm old, man. These grays are real. They are real.
I like the gray, right there.
Dude, I started graying when I was 21, man, and picked a good spot. But but it shows how old I am. But
it shows the wisdom, son.
The wisdom. Sure. I like that.
Maybe it's the stress of the industry, right? Take a look at this beard. I'm not stressed out of my mind. Pronouncing some of those names, I can't. Man.
Oh, dude, that's another thing. Pronouncing some of those names, man, it's wild.
What's one that kicked you?
What, dude? What was the one? It was in one. We were both in a show called Reign of the Seven Spellblades, and there was this chick called Nanao, but it was like Na now. It wasn't like Na now. So like everyone would like being American, we would say Nanao, but it's Na now, and so we would have to say it in really intense moments, and the director would be like, "No, you didn't say it right." We were like, "Are you kidding me?" And it's just like But some of those names, man, they are really difficult. So.
Or Reo.
Rayo, yeah, because you have to say Rayo.
A lot of people want to Rayo.
Yeah.
Rayo.
Rayo. Or ring. We have to say ring. Yeah.
La with her.
Well, yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
So I got a question, Drew.
Go for it.
What made you become a squire?
A squire?
Yeah.
Well, you know what was funny is my girlfriend, she nannied at the time, and it's hilarious because the head knight at that time period was actually lived in her neighborhood, and so she nannied for him, and was like, "Hey, my boyfriend's looking for a job, medieval times," and he was like, "Well, cool, we'll bring him on as a squire." So I went there. I was like, "Being a squire sounds cool," and so I ended up doing it for almost 2 years.
Yeah,
2 years, and then
it's Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Same show.
No, it is.
Days a year.
It is.
Wow.
But literally, I quit, and then what is it, like 3 or 4 days later, COVID hit. That's wild. But no.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
So I was there for quite a while, but it was fun. It was a great experience. You know, I miss the horses, miss some of the guys, But medieval times, it's if you haven't had a chance to go, bring your friends, and you got to get one of those beers that are like freaking huge.
Yeah.
You have to. It's a requirement. Like they make you sign when you go in that you'll buy. It's great.
Oh, wow.
It's great. No.
There's only ain't it like I know it's in Canada and in Dallas.
It's so
We got
Canada,
10, 11 castles
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
over the U.S. and then
Yeah.
one in Canada.
Yeah, one-
Yeah, the Canadian one's really cool. Didn't it used to be like an observatory or
I
something?
think so. I don't
Yeah.
have the full lore on it.
It's
but
got like
yeah.
a whole dome. It's cool. But
Oh, wow.
saying you work at the castle is pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, right.
And,
Like I said, I'm going to the office. Yeah, I got to go to the castle.
yeah.
I left some important stuff at the castle.
Yeah. But it's cool. It's kind of like WWE of like medieval theater.
Yeah, throw some
Yeah.
swords in there. Like if The Rock had a battle axe.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Have you been?
No, I haven't been.
Go.
I've never
Dude,
been.
I
it's
went when I was
really
17.
cool. It's intense.
Come out. I still night there. Come out. Bring.
okay.
Yeah, y'all come together. Bring.
He's one of the best nights up there. He's so much fun to watch.
Don't say that.
He's like,
You give me a discount, I'm definitely
Oh,
going.
man.
Hey, I'll tell you what. This is how you get your discount to Medieval Times. Okay, you just have to show me your movie ticket from when you went and saw the movie Blue Lock episode 9.
Hey, don't tell me what a good time. When I come up to you, don't be like, who's that guy?
Alright,
Who are you?
All I got cloud. Ain't that you?
Hey, or come cosplay as Zantetsu. We got a cosplayer out there today who's doing Zantetsu cosplay, so
Oh wow.
get
That's
you the
awesome.
discount.
Yes.
Oh man. So you guys obviously voice other animes and things like that. Tell us some of your other
Thank you,
ones.
John.
Would you like to go first?
Yeah, I can jump in there. Cool. So I voice Satoru in Natsume's Book of Friends, which is a really special show for me because it's my first show. I didn't realize how much of an amazing experience and how lucky I was when I got the role, because they had already done 6 seasons, right? But we hadn't voiced them yet. So when she cast me, I was like, oh, this is great. And I was talking to my friend Monet Lerner about it, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of excited about the show. And she's like, dude, you realize that that's 6 seasons of work you're gonna get. I didn't realize that's 6 seasons of work, 6 seasons of practice, cutting my teeth, getting to come back. And it's been an amazing one too, because I've grown a huge friendship with the director, Jade Saxon. She's awesome. Her husband, Justin Duncan, he's amazing. And what's really exciting is we backlogged all those seasons, and I was very sad the other day because I was like, oh, well, we're about to finish up and it'll be done. And then it turns out we're getting a fresh season that has never been done before, coming out next fall. So that's what I'm really excited about.
Congratulations on that.
Heck yeah.
Oh, one more I'll say that I really loved doing was, let's see here, I think it was Beast Tamer, I think is probably the one I'm thinking of. I got to play, it was like a 3-episode arc of this villain. His name's Edgar from Where, and that was my first time I got to really do like an evil character, and I got to kind of show my bad boy side. So that was really exciting. And then I also, that same director, Sean Gann, he brought me in for Kaiju number 8. So I don't know if y'all seen that one, but that's a big show that I'm excited about. I got a named character in there. I'm trying to do a couple others. And
Wait, I'm sorry, if you don't mind, who do you play on Kaiju number 8?
I play Micah.
Mike. Oh, okay.
So he's one of the cleanup crew guys.
Yeah.
Just kind of there for the main character in the beginning.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
I think I did like episode 1, 2, and then 7, and then he came back in episode 12. And he gets a lot more predominant as the manga goes along. So I don't know if Kaiju gets that second season. Hopefully,
I think they confirmed it.
Is it confirmed?
It has to
They
get.
did, yeah.
So on Crunchyroll, that show is front and center. Like now it's now, but like right when you go to Crunchyroll, you open it up.
Have the
Kaiju
countdown.
number 8
Countdown.
comes in the countdown.
Oh, wait,
I've
wait,
never
wait.
seen an anime do that before.
Yeah.
Not even
Oh, man.
One Piece that's been here forever has ever done it.
Well, One Piece is another show that I've gotten to
Yeah.
do. That's really, really awesome. It's
Yeah.
Poker, your guys
Yeah.
looks cool.
Yeah.
I play poker. He's one of the beast pirates. And
Yeah.
he's like he's half man, half snake, and it was fun because me and Anthony Bolin, we were kind of coming up with the character in the booth, and he was telling me, he's like, dude, if you want to get creative, because if you watch it in the Japanese, it's kind of like a standard deep pitch gravel. And he told me, he's like, I want you to know you can get creative. And so we added some lisps in there. We had like a lisp to kind of go with the snake aspect, which was really, really fun because it was a risk, to kind of change up the character a little bit. And then it was also fun because I also got to do the snake himself, like, kind of voice the snake. It was really fun. So those are a couple of my favorite shows that I've gotten to do.
Okay. True. What about you?
So, what is it? I did this one character for the show called Tsundere Children way back in the day, 2016, I think. And it was like this rom-com, slice of life. Like literally each episode was like 12 minutes and it followed like a different couple. And my guy came in at the last episode because in the manga he becomes like a big character, but it didn't get a second season, unfortunately. But what's really cool is this particular episode, like it's not a soccer show, but it was a soccer episode. And so I played in it with Rico Fajardo, who plays Isagi, and I also played with Kyle Denese, who plays Igaguri, the monk guy in Blue Lock. So there was a bunch of Blue Lock boys in there.
That's funny.
And it was really cool. That was back in
Yeah, that's
2016. And then, what is it? Oliver Horn in Reign of the Seven Spellblades. It's literally anime Harry Potter.
Oh, dude, I should have dropped that one. I do that one with Drew, and that's one of my favorite shows of all time.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm actually like, what's that about? But keep talking.
No, it's done by Warner Brothers Japan. It's literally anime Harry Potter. I like to tell people it's a slice of life with some killing in the background. I played the lead of the show. It was my first lead, and being a lead and a major
killed
character.
it, by the way.
There's actually he's just being
No pun
nice, but
intended.
he played my Ron Weasley in that show, which was great, and he's
my
hilarious.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, but being a lead really taught me that like because Bachira was pretty prevalent in season 1.
Right.
But being a lead, like you have the entire show on your shoulders, and that's a whole different ball game. I mean,
So he's your squire now.
yeah, he was.
Hey.
Yes.
It's funny you say that because whenever people ask me like, what's your favorite part about this business, I'll tell them it's like the people. It's not the shows. Don't get me wrong, that's great. Do the shows, go to the con, sign the autographs, make the money. But of
course,
what I really love is like the peaks and valleys of my journey.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is this guy right here, right? So me and Drew have been friends for years now, and when we met, this is how you know you have a real friend. You have somebody that's gonna last in your life, right? When we met, I was a knight, right? And he was a squire. Squire picks up horse poop, right? So, okay, cool, I'm the knight, he's the squire. And then he left, and he became Bachira, and I was Zantetsu, right?
That's crazy.
And, it's like, now the movie's out, and it's like, I'm Zantetsu, he's Bachira. But then we did Reign of the Seven Spellblades, and it was like, he was Oliver Horn, and I was, Guy Greenwood. So, like, what I'm getting at is, like, to find a friend where when they have success, you're not jealous. You're like, heck yeah, dude, that's awesome. Yeah. But also knowing that when you have success, they're gonna be like, heck yeah. Or when you have success, they're gonna be like, heck yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And vice versa. It's like nothing's gonna tear me and him apart because we've already gone through what would tear apart a lot of friendships, which is like jealousy and greed.
That's weird, man. Yeah. That's weird. That's a thing. Because like I've been knowing this guy since high school.
Right.
And,
so y'all understand that?
Yeah, definitely.
He's done things like with his podcast. I was like, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. And I'm like, dude, you killed that shit, bro. Hell yeah. Get that done.
Be your hype man when you're down, and vice versa.
Same for him. Like we were at a convention and I was out of town, and this guy just held it down, and he's coming up saying people are like want autographs and want all these cool things. He's holding down like the home team. It's like, man, that's cool. Like, I'm happy for this guy.
Oh, you shut up. Oh gosh.
That's awesome.
Man. So, can you tell us a little bit more about Look, that other anime, I forget the name.
Spellblades?
Spellblades.
Yeah.
I gotta remember that. Spellblades.
Spellblades, it's very, I mean, like when I say straight up, it is anime Harry Potter. A lot of people are like, oh, it's Mashal, but no, Mashal's more comedy.
Yeah.
Right? So
Gotcha.
this is like straight, like episode 1, you're gonna immediately get the Harry Potter vibes.
Really?
And I actually, I tell people like, if it wasn't Warner Brothers, then they would definitely get copyrighted because it's some of it's just straight. It's like straight Harry Potter, guys. Like all I'm missing is the glasses and the scar. And it's pretty close.
Is the main character like, is he in a cupboard or what?
Well, no, it's weird, man, because they have like a Hermione, they've got like a Dumbledore type character, they've got a Snape
Like
character.
a sexy Dumbledore.
Yeah, yeah.
They flop the gender there, and she doesn't always wear the most
Nah.
clothing. Sexy Dumbledore.
She wears the strongest body armor throughout the whole
There
show.
you go. Exactly.
Oh, legendary level. Legendary. Not legendary, legendary. Okay.
But it's one of those shows like it's not action all the time. It focuses more like on the friendship and the group of friends. But man, when there's like an action sequence, I don't know what it is, but like they animated it so well. Like some of those fights are awesome.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. I hope we get a second season. Because there was actually a con where like Oliver outsold Bachira, which never happens for me. But like
wow.
yeah, it was wild, man. It was really wild. I like to be a part of that show though.
I always call it, you know how we were talking about bluelock is like Squid Games meets soccer?
Yeah.
So Spellblades is kind of like, it's a Harry Potter meets Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you did.
It's a slow burn at first, but when you get to episode 4, it's on, bro.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to check that out.
Yeah.
That sounds
It's funny that you said that because I was like, I didn't even know Warner Brothers had a Japanese.
Oh,
They do, yeah, and I didn't know either until I did that, and then I looked it up. Yeah, they have a whole Japanese.
Yeah,
division.
I wonder if they're the ones doing the Suicide Squad Isekai show.
I think they are actually. Yeah,
Wait,
'cause
that's
they.
a thing?
Yeah, I think it's out now finally. I think it's out now, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to check that out
The
too.
more you know, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys like to do like in your free time, like outside of voice acting?
Free time. I personally, I mean, I play video games too. I do like Elden Ring. I do like all that stuff. So I like all the hardcore.
I thought you. You seem like a very positive person. I thought you loved yourself.
No,
You don't sound like it, bro.
Dude, I played all the Souls games except Sekiro. I haven't
All of
played
them?
Sekiro. Yeah, I played all of them, but Sekiro and Demon Souls. But
Oh,
so I
okay.
played all the other ones though. Bloodborne, all those. Those are my favorites. I love animals too. I'm into exotic animals. I have a
okay.
pet snake.
Yeah.
I used to have poison dart frogs and veiled chameleon.
poison dart frogs are
Freshwater
beautiful.
ticks.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah,
They're awesome.
yeah.
They were really cool. They're kind of like fish in the sense that you just kind of watch them and yeah, they're awesome. So yeah, animals and video games. That's like my main thing.
Yeah, I saw that you voiced The World Ends With You.
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite video games of all time. I love that game so much. And the show was actually really dope too.
Yeah, I have a lot of fans that come up to me and they're like, as a fan of the series, they really like the show because they could tell that the show was catered to fans. And so, it's crazy how many people know that I'm from that show.
Yeah.
And it's wild, man. The world, Tweewee fans definitely know. Definitely know their Tweewee for sure. Yeah, it's great. It's great. What about you, dude?
Yeah,
Oh, dude, okay, so mine's kind of a sporadic all around the board. That's just kind of who I am as a person. But, some of the first things that come to mind is I love hiking. So
Yeah.
my family has some ranch land out in West Texas, so I love going out there. I love hiking out there and kind of seeing the land and the wildlife.
Yeah.
I'm an animal nut too. I love to spend time with my dog. My
What kind of dog you have?
Dude, okay. I have the best dog. That's what kind of dog I have. But it's
Best
kinda,
dog. I don't know.
Oh, dude, I'm telling
I
you.
think I have the best dog. I gotta hear.
Okay, my dog's name's Layla, right? I call her Layla Bug or Ladybug, but
Aw.
she has this trick that we do at parties. When sometimes I'll throw parties or I'll go to parties and I'll bring her everywhere, right? I used to bring her my Uber back when that wasn't okay and stuff. But she has this trick that she does where I'll be like, what I like to do is at a party, so people will be like, hey, Matt, where's your dog? I heard you have a cute dog, and I'll whistle and she'll come over. And I'll be like, wait a second. Layla, did you eat all the hot dogs? And I'll say it real aggressively, and people will be like, whoa, is Matt really mad at his dog? Because I'll be like, Layla, what are you doing? And Layla will stop, and she'll look at me, and I'll be like, Layla, sit. And she'll sit, and I'm like, did y'all see her eat those hot dogs? She's not supposed to do that. And people will be like, oh man, what's going on? Matt's really mad. And then I'll go, all right, that's it, Layla, you're done. Bang! And she'll go, and she'll fall down. And she'll roll over. And then at that point, people usually start cracking up, and then I'll just whistle, and she'll jump up, and she'll run over. I'll feed her a hot dog.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
And you're sharpening your acting chops, bro.
Yeah, all at the same time.
But so yeah, I like hiking. I like spending time with my animals. My brother's got, they might be a handful, but a beautiful niece, and I have a beautiful niece, nephew, and a nephew on the way. So I'm a big family guy. I like the outdoors. I stay pretty busy doing other, film, TV, stunt work, but family, man. Family.
Okay.
Socializing. I love to socialize. I don't know if you can tell, but I never stop talking.
Yeah.
So I don't have a lot of free spare time, because in my spare time I got to breathe, because I never stop talking.
Well, that's good for a podcast, so thank you.
TV stunt work, huh?
Yeah. It's been a fun journey. I got to do a couple different projects under my belt.
Sweet.
One thing that's fun about that is, you do a project and you hope it's going to air, and sometimes you never see it, and sometimes it does air. So it's kind of fun. We actually just did the TV commercial for the Medieval Times, and what's fun is I got to play the king. So I got my FaceTime as the king, right?
Sweet.
But then also they had this young buck come in. He's this gorgeous Arabic dude, really great guy. I love him. His name's Amir. He's amazing. And they wanted him to be the black and white knight. And he's great knight, but he's new, he just doesn't know all the stunts. So what they would do is they would be like, all right, Matt, you're gonna do the rollout, you're gonna do the jousting, and by the way, put this helmet on your head, bonk, that way everybody thinks it's a mirror. And so it's I would do the stunt. I would do the stunt, and then they say, cut, he'd walk in, he'd be like, out of the way, Matt. And I'd be like, he'd put the helmet on, and they'd be like, take it off, boom. Gorgeous face. Cut! That a boy, Amir! That a boy! I jumped off the horse! And the guy's hilarious. I love that kid. Love him to death.
Cool. And the fact that you still doing the medieval time stuff, and you still boys like you're a star now. Why are you still jumping off horses and whatnot?
Well, the day I reach Bachira status, no.
You gotta become an egoist, man. You gotta become an egoist.
I tell people though, even though I'm at Bachira, I still consider myself very new, to the industry, right? I'm still very much a new name, so I've got a long way to go too, but it's all good, man. I got this boy right here.
Journey's never done, brother.
Yeah, that's true.
I will say one really important step to the journey is to go buy your ticket, go watch the movie, bluelock episode, doggy. It's in theaters, and then tag us and tell me what you think. All right.
Then maybe you too can reach Bachira level.
I'm so gonna put that every time you talk about it. I'm gonna put a counter on you how many times you and a picture of the movie right there. Watch it, damn it, watch it. I will put a timer up. How many times he said it?
Oh my God.
17 times. God dog it, man.
Oh man, guys, thank you so much. This has been great. This means a lot. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us. It's a blast, man. Of
course. Yeah, man.
Can we plug our socials?
I just wanted to ask. Go for it.
So if you wouldn't mind following me on Instagram, it's Matthew Elkins _6, or Twitter, Matthew Elkins _ those are the two that I kind of use for my voice acting platform. So
okay, sweet.
Oh, and just so you know, it's Matthew, MATTHEW, Elkins, ELKINS.
You see that? You heard that? Don't worry, I'm almost put on. I got you. I got you back, I promise.
And then I'm on everything. It's just Drew Breedlove VA. Breedlove spelled as I breed love. That's the joke. So.
That's how you get the ladies out.
You got that Bachira roll.
You know what? You know what? People ask me, they're like, so it's breed and love. And I'm like, yeah. So, and they're like, you breed love. I'm like, yeah, unless I hate you, then I breed hate.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Breed life's working, man. You have a girlfriend. I don't. I guess I should be a breed love.
Well, thank you guys.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
So much.
Y'all are awesome. Y'all really are.
Man. We're all right.
We're all right. We're waiting on a hurricane. That's all we doing.
Yeah. Hopefully I get a couple days off work because of that.
Been editing.
Yeah, I know, right? And guys, you can follow us at the FusionHaa Podcast. You can catch us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, X if you're nasty. And like, share, subscribe, and comment to our YouTube page. Yeah, we've been enjoying.
nothing to say.
We've been enjoying talking and interacting with everybody. It's been fun. Check out some of our other interviews with voice actors: Jay Kelly, Allison Leigh Rosenfeld, Josh Martin. If you want to go back, like we've done a lot of stuff. So check it out and let us know what you think.
See how he's just flexing? What the hell's all that?
I mean, hey man, they're talking about being an egoist. I'm trying to get their botches.
Yeah,
trying to get their botches status.
He's getting prepared for the movie.
Hey,
The movie episode Nagi. Bluelock episode Nagi in theaters. Watch the dub.
Oh, y'all better watch the dub. Don't get me started on these subs.
I hate that. That's the thing. Like,
Why can't you enjoy both? Like, I don't understand. Like, I like to watch. So it always comes out in Japanese first. So of course I want to watch that. But I want to go back and watch it in English. There's some people, but I want to watch it in Japanese. Like,
You got the glasses to
like I want to watch it in Japanese. Like, you don't even speak Japanese. You talking about the English dub? Like, I don't understand it. English dub. Like, no, the English dub is fine. It's awesome, but you're just being pretentious.
Well, you know what's really funny about that? So, when Bluelock was first starting, like, we had a bunch of Bluelock dub haters in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
They were like, oh, Bluelock's dub is terrible, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, the sub is so amazing. But then if you go to the Japanese forums, they're talking about how, like, the Bluelock voice is like, oh, I imagined this character like this. I didn't like the sound of this. So the Japanese people are also bashing the sub when the sub people, and it's like, but they don't, like you said, they don't speak Japanese.
Yeah.
It's like, so, isn't that funny how that works?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Oh my God.
That's all I gotta say.
People, man.
Jesus.
Thanos was right sometimes, y'all. All right. This has been a FusionHaa Podcast. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Guys are
Thank
awesome,
you.
man.
Yeah.
Want to end this thing, brother?
It's time to eat.
Yeah, it's time to eat. I'm
It is time to eat.
Bring me the Oreos.
Yes.
All right, I'm Chad.
I'm Jeremy.
And this
guys.
Drew. Matthew.
All right.
And we're the FusionHaa Podcast, and we out this thing. Ha!